Okay, now you see what we are working on the thermocouple, and the thermocouple has two junctions. One is the hot junction, the cold junction, and if there is a temperature difference between both the junctions, we will have a reading on the voltmeter, and that reading is basically we use two words. One word we use is the voltmeter is telling you the voltage. Another word we use is EMF. So I am using two words. We will be saying the EMF is produced, or they will say voltage is produced. So both are same thing. Okay, in this regard they both are the same thing. Okay, so for example I can give you a numerical. For example, if when you are working in a furnace, you are working with not in a furnace, with a furnace, and you noted down that when the temperature is 100 degrees centigrade, the thermocouple shows a reading of, let's say, 20 volt. When the reading is 100 degrees centigrade, the thermocouple shows a reading of, let's say, 70 volt. The question is, what will be the reading when it will be 800 degree centigrade? Okay. This data which I have written here, this data is about a furnace. I was using a thermocouple and I got this data. When the temperature inside the furnace is 600 degrees centigrade, the thermocouple, the voltmeter of the thermocouple was showing 20 volt. For example, this is just an example, okay? When the temperature is 700 degrees centigrade, the thermocouple is showing, let's say, 70 volt. So the question is, what will be the reading when the temperature will be 800 degree centigrade? Okay? So this can be written like this. So let me call this as theta 1, theta 2 and theta 3. Okay? So suppose if we take it as, let's say, suppose, let me change the data. If for 60 I take 6 and 7, now it will look much better. Okay, the formula which we used, when the temperature change from theta 1 to theta 3 minus theta 1, divided by, if I change the temperature from theta, okay, when the temperature change from theta 1 to theta 2, from 600 degrees centigrade to 700 degrees centigrade, the change in the EMF was this. If the temperature changes from theta 1 to theta 3, the change in the EMF will be EMF 3 minus EMF 1. Okay, so what is the theta 2? That is 700 minus 600 divided by 800 minus 600 is equals to, what is EMF number 2? That's 7 volt minus 6 volt divided by EMF number 3, I don't know that, minus EMF number 1, that's 6. So it will be 100 divided by 200 equals to, this is 1, x minus 6 So it's 1 by 2 equals to 1 divided by x minus 6. So it will be you can cross multiply it. It will be x minus 6 equals to 2. So x will be equals to 2 plus 6 and x will be equals to 8. So the voltmeter of that thermocouple, if the temperature will become 800 degrees centigrade, the voltmeter of that thermocouple will show how much reading? 8 volt. You see? So this is how the numericals of the thermocouple come. Okay. There is one very important last thing which I would like to tell you. The time is about to finish. The EMF, the difference of the EMF is directly proportional to difference of the temperature. This is the basic concept which is I used in making this formula. The change in the EMF or the change in the reading of the voltmeter is directly proportional to the change in the temperature. Okay? So okay, we have how much time? Like 10 minutes we still have. Okay. So now we move to the last thing. The last thing about this. Okay? You're done with this? Okay. We can. Okay. Now we are out of numericals. Okay? Out of numericals means that we are moving to a theoretical thing. There is a very important concept regarding thermometers. There are two properties in a thermometer in which your O levels, from examination point of view, they are very important. If you look at any paper, you will always find this question in the paper. Thermometers have two properties we call, one is called range and the other one is called sensitivity. These are two very important properties of any thermometer. So let's see what are they. Range of a thermometer means that in this we use two numbers. One, the lowest temperature which can be measured with the help of a thermometer, and the highest temperature which that thermometer can measure. And we take their difference. For example, if I have a thermometer, suppose I have this thermometer. Suppose here I have a thermometer and the maximum temperature it can measure, for example, is 110. And the minimum temperature it can measure is minus 10 degrees centigrade. So what is the range? Range is from minus 10 degrees centigrade to 110 degrees centigrade. It can be also maximum temperature that this thermometer can measure minus the minimum temperature that this thermometer can measure. So it will be 110 minus 10. So it will be 110 minus 10, plus 10, and it will become 120. So the range of this thermometer is 120. For example, you have this clinical thermometer. In the clinical thermometer, for example, the temperature changes the minimum temperature the clinical thermometer can measure, suppose, is 35 degrees centigrade, and the maximum temperature that clinical thermometer can measure, suppose, is, let's say, 47 degrees centigrade. Suppose the maximum temperature which can be measured with this, the highest temperature which can be measured with this thermometer is, for example, is 47 degrees centigrade. And the minimum temperature that can be measured with that thermometer is 35 degrees centigrade. So what will be the range? Maximum temperature minus minimum temperature. That will be the range of this thermometer. So that will be 5 and 7. So the range of this thermometer is 12. You understand? Now the sensitivity, for example, so the sensitivity means that whenever there will be a change in temperature, suppose I limit my discussion, we are only talking about, to understand this concept, let's only talk about mercury thermometer. Suppose we talk about only about the mercury thermometer. So what is the sensitivity? Sensitivity means that whenever there is a change in temperature, there will be a change in the length of the mercury column. You understand? So whenever there will be a change in temperature, there will be change in the length of the mercury column. If a thermometer shows larger change in length, it's more sensitive. If it shows, it's a comparative term, you compare two things. If it shows less change in length, for example, for your understanding, suppose this is the length of the mercury right now. These are two thermometers, and I am just showing you the length of the mercury. This is the length of the mercury in one, and there is the length of the mercury in the second. And I change for both. I change the temperature by 10 degrees centigrade. How much is the change in the temperature? I am giving both of them 10 degrees centigrade. So both thermometers are different. I am not showing the thermometers, I am just showing you that their mercury column, the mercury in the thermometer. For this thermometer A and thermometer B, both of them are subject to a change of temperature of 10 degrees centigrade. And here, this thermometer, the length changes this much. And for this thermometer, the length of the mercury changes this much. You see, sensitivity means that if you are comparing two thermometers, and you want to know about their sensitivity, if there is same change of temperature in both the thermometers, so how much is the change in the length? The one which shows larger change in the length of the mercury column, that is more sensitive. The one which shows less increase or decrease in the length of the mercury column, it is less sensitive. Okay, so properly we say sensitivity means the change in the length of the mercury for every 1 degree centigrade rise. For change in length, what I am saying, change in length of the mercury for 1 degree change in the temperature. That is the sensitivity. Change in the length of the mercury column. Because I am talking about the mercury thermometer, that's why. So that's sensitivity. Remember one thing. If you have the same For example, let me show you an example, very good example. I have a thermometer here. And this thermometer, and I have another thermometer here. They look exactly same. This is thermometer A, this is thermometer B. The minimum temperature it can read is 25 degrees centigrade and the maximum temperature it can read is 35 degrees centigrade. And this thermometer, it let's say 0 degrees centigrade, and here it has 100 degrees centigrade. You see that if I give a change of 5 degrees centigrade, a change of 5 degrees centigrade temperature, इसमें how much will be the, this much will be the length, change in the length of the mercury. I'm not talking, I'm saying change, how much will you think? This is totally how much? 10. What is the range of this thermometer? 10. So if there is a change of temperature of 5 degree, so what will be the length of the mercury? The change in the length of the mercury, almost this much. This thermometer, its range is 100. Because going from 0 to 100, na? So if you use this thermometer and you change the temperature by 5 degree, so how much will be represented here? Maybe just this much. You see, for 5 degrees centigrade change, the change in the length of the mercury here will be this big. But in this thermometer, when you provide it with a change of 5 degrees centigrade, change of temperature is 5 degrees centigrade, the change in the length of the mercury here will be just this much. So it has very high sensitivity and this has low sensitivity. Remember, if both the thermometers are same, I mean their length is same, the range and the sensitivity, they go opposite. The thermometer which will have high sensitivity will have less range in that same length. And the thermometer which has low sensitivity will have larger range. Sensitivity and the range, they go opposite to each other. I have tried it, you might be able to understand it. So there is also another very famous concept on which we have to work. We have just, I think, the time is almost over, so it's good for today. So thank you very much, everybody. Today is 21st September 2020, and we were working with the thermometers. We have done some numericals, and we have started the concept of range and sensitivity. We are not in this lesson, we are not able to finish this sensitivity thing. Inshallah, in the next lesson we will try to complete it. Thank you very much, everybody, and God bless you all.